We now cross live to Abuja, where the Labour Party is reacting to the Supreme Court judgment as the top court has upheld President Bola Tinubu's election.
In Nigeria, the leadership of Labour Party watched as the sacred fabric of justice and good conscience was shredded today at the Supreme Court as it delivers its verdict in the case between our party, the presidential candidate, and the APC presidential candidate. We are indeed very shocked and surprised that even the apex court will toe the line of an earlier judgment in spite of all the flaws associated with the judgment delivered by the Presidential Election Appeal Tribunal. Having conclusively exercised our fundamental rights as gifted to us by the laws of the land, we have no other choice but to move on. We may be disappointed and dismayed by the outcome of the exercise, but we have chosen to trudge on and to remain optimistic of what the future holds for the nation. We weep for our institutions that cannot rise to the occasion and courageously defend democracy and the voices of the people. However, there are great lessons to be learnt. What transpired in Nigeria since February 25th presidential election is a clear testament that our institutions are not working and that we may be sliding towards dictatorship. It is very clear that the executive and the judiciary have all been hijacked. This is so unfortunate for our democracy, and it is even more for the people of Nigeria. All what our forebearers taught us has been destroyed within a short space of time because of unbridled ambition of the few. The founding fathers fought with their lives to achieve independence for the country. People lost their lives for the struggle to keep our democracy. And all these years, people have been struggling to achieve electoral and constitutional reforms. Regrettably, all these efforts and struggles have been destroyed today. It is also pertinent to put on record that we have it on very good authority that the government have marked some Labour Party key leaders, myself especially, and our leader, our presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi in particular, for vilification in order to suppress the party, suffocate our team, and our goal of a new Nigeria. The planned persecution, intimidation, suppression, and harassment of our leaders using security agencies and all other government institutions will definitely be defended. We therefore call on all our members and the obedient family to be vigilant and brace up for the challenges ahead. The struggle for a new Nigeria will certainly be tortuous and hard. We are also calling on the international community to rise to the occasion to defend democracy in Nigeria. Your voices were loud and clear in condemnation of the outcome of the presidential election. As we approach the next stage of our democratic journey, we call on you to stand by the millions of Nigerians who are already pushed beyond their limits into unnecessary hardship, poverty, and penury. Finally, we urge Nigerians not to lose hope in our country. Though we are paying a huge price to achieve a Nigeria of our desire, we are hopeful that we'll get to our destination someday, because where there is a will, certainly there will be a way. A new Nigeria, we believe, is still possible. Thank you, and God bless you this afternoon.
So that's the speech from the leadership of the Labour Party, and I don't know if there's any clarification or questions that you may want to ask. whatever, so that the national chairman is here to deliberate.
Yes, my name is Lucky Isawudi. I work for Channels Television. You said some party officials, including your presidential candidates, have been marked for vilification.
Yes.
Do you have any evidence to substantiate this allegation?
Well, as at now, that's why I said unconfirmed report has it. That is the plan. And there may be no evidence, but we have it on good authority.
AIT.
Chairman, the question I need to ask you is that moving forward from now, so what is the party going to be building on? You said that the new Nigerian is still possible. So with this very outcome or the verdict of the Supreme Court, you know that you have a splinter group of this very big party that have been fighting the party. The party have alleged that they are from the ruling party, APC. So, do you think that this one will lay their own fights to rest?
Well, I will take inspiration from what Nelson Mandela said in his book, A Long Walk to Freedom, that every step we take leads us to our freedom. I honestly believe that the struggle for a new Nigeria has just begun, and even the judgment of today is a step towards reclaiming Nigeria. It's a step towards a new Nigeria. Obviously, we will not rest on our oars until that feat is achieved. We will remain resolute, we will remain focused, we will continue the struggle, obviously, must continue, irrespective of the distraction. And I want to say categorically, no amount of people sponsored to distract us that will stop us from expanding our party in terms of membership, in terms of our ideology, propagating it, and so on and so forth. We are going to continue the struggle. We are going to continue to expand the party. We are going to continue to struggle for what we believe in until a new Nigeria is possible. Today, I must state categorically that Nigerians are suffering in the midst of plenty. People have taken power, and the lives of the people have not improved. Today, a dollar is sold for almost 1,500 naira. As we speak today, petroleum product, fuel precisely, is sold for almost 800 naira per liter. People are hungry, people are not in school, Nigerians are out of school. Inflation, as we speak, by December, by figures given by government agencies, will soon hit over 30% rate of inflation. And so you can see that it's not taking power that matters. It is what you do with power. They have taken over government, but yet the standard of Nigerians have continued to deteriorate. So we are here, we are down, and we fear no fall. We'll be focused, we'll remain, we'll stand on the part of Nigerians, the many millions of Nigerians who supported us, who voted for us, which mandate has been stolen. We'll continue to stand for them. We'll continue to remain their voice. We'll continue to speak. We'll continue to defend them. We'll be on the street with them. We stand by them. Come rain, come sunshine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Are you disturbed that by virtue of this judgment, members of your party at the National Assembly will leave?
Well, I'm not disturbed that our members in the National Assembly will leave, because I believe strongly that they appreciate the circumstances that brought them to office. They were the products of that struggle. They have become the symbol of the struggle for a new Nigeria. And I expect that they must stand firm, stand committed to that very vision, to that struggle till it is actualized. So I do not believe that any lawmaker who is in the House on the platform of the party will leave the party. They have become the champions and the symbol of this struggle. And I want to believe that they are committed to it and they will remain. However, whatever plays out, we are here and will remain as a party. I will continue with the ideology of our party.
Arise.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. In your speech, you said and I quote, "It is very clear that the executive has hijacked both the judiciary and the legislature." I'm wondering what informed that process, that thought process, and if the Supreme Court judgment had ruled in favor of the Labour Party, would you still hold this notion?
No, obviously, I wouldn't hold that impression. They didn't rule in the favor of the party. That and very many other reasons is why we have come to that conclusion that obviously the previous judgment and all the judgment of today didn't meet the expectations of Nigerians and the expectation of the party. And that's why we have come to that conclusion, that to appear as if both the arms of government have been hijacked.
That will be, you still want to ask now?
Yes, sir. Now that the case has been finally settled by the Supreme Court, what should Nigerians expect from the Labour Party in terms of playing the role of opposition parties? Because a lot of times you find out that after this kind of event, the so-called opposition parties, instead of becoming opposition parties, they begin to patronize the government, starting from the leadership of the party.
Obviously, without pondering over the question, I want to answer categorically that we will not partner with the government. We are going to stand and play the role of opposition. Awolowo said it very clearly, that the soul of democracy is opposition. And part of the reasons why we have crisis in our country is because before now, we've not had credible, viable, and vibrant opposition political party. So we'll be glad, very, very glad, to play the role of opposition. And I want to challenge the government that they should be on their feet and be ready.
Thank you so much for the press, for coming. It's good way doing this. Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
Yes.